EA Sports, it's in the game, have dropped a new trailer for career mode, and I haven't looked into it. It's been out for about 12 hours. I'm scared to look at it because it's gonna determine my whole entire next year. So please be good. As always, your boy's gonna be in the bottom right corner as we take a look at this content from EA. Please, lads, don't ruin it. Let's see what we got going on here.
There are a lot of new things coming to career for FC20.
Is that really happening? Is there a lot of new things coming? I'm already doubting things here.
26. A brand new way to play called Manager Live, with challenges that test your ability to recreate famous managerial achievements or complete themed objectives.
That's dope. That's something that we, as career mode content creators, have been doing for such a long time with our content, giving ourselves certain storylines to go after and really sticking to it. But if you're at home and you just want to play casually, you need like guardrails. Is that the right word? I don't even know. Is that the word? But like you need limiters that kind of give you the goal in front of you, and you have to go this way. You can't go like this, you know? And that's what this is going to make happen. And I feel like it's going to allow people to go ahead and have a new type of career mode experience. And I like that a lot because I've been experiencing it throughout the past few years, just going ahead and doing it myself. So hopefully... Oh, whoa. Pause. Anyways, let's go ahead.
An active manager market with sackings, caretakers, dynamic manager ratings, and unique opportunities to take over at new clubs.
Dynamic manager ratings. I don't think we've seen that in the previous information drop by EA. I'm interested to see what happens there.
Overhauled gameplay experience called Authentic Gameplay, tailored specifically to making career realistic. The introduction.
That's the thing. Look, a lot of people are getting hyped about this authentic gameplay thing, but I think I will possibly find myself go with the ultimate team gameplay in career mode because it's a lot more fast-paced. It's a lot more fun. And at the end of the day, when I play the game, I want to have fun. So unless the authentic gameplay actually feels like genuine real-life football, I think I'm going to stick to the gameplay of Ultimate Team. I don't know. Let me know which one you guys are going to be playing.
Of unexpected events based on the twists and turns of modern football, and an overhaul to analytics that equips you with deeper stats across different leagues and multiple seasons.
That's dope. Okay, so you are selecting, I'm assuming, 5 leagues here to get information from. That's like Football Manager, isn't it? I like that, but at the same time, this possibly means that simulating through the calendar now takes even longer. So that's interesting. But if in return, I'm getting more information about other leagues and players there, and if those players actually also experience dynamic potential, which I'm really hoping they do, because so far only the players within your own team experience it, that would make a huge difference. Because if I go ahead and scout Serie A and there's some kid all of a sudden scoring so many goals that his rating just flies up, that's what I want.
Let's talk first about Manager Live, starting with all new challenges. Think of these as careers centered around specific goals or storylines. We now are...
Yeah, that's cool. Points deduction, that's always fun. I mean, we have never experienced that in the game itself, so that would be like Everton a couple of years ago when they kept getting points deducted, and then the challenge was to like overcome it and stay up, and that's what we've done on the channel. So I'm really happy that this is something that you guys can do now as well on PlayStation or whatever console you play on. So that's dope.
Community already sets these types of challenges for themselves, crafting unique narratives by building careers around certain accomplishments. With Manager Live, you'll now be rewarded for reaching those goals and be inspired to take on new challenges, and be inspired.
Hold on a second. Oh, you get yourself like retro kits. I like that, you know. That's kind of cool. But as you can tell, the sponsors are not on the shirt, so it's not going to look exactly like they used to, but I'm up for this. Like getting retro kits for your teams, that would be fun because that way if you like completed so many challenges, one season you can have some retro kits that you run out the pitch onto the pitch with, and one season you'll keep the regular ones. Like the first season, you'll use the ones that are the ones in real life, and the second you can change. So that's kind of cool.
Rewarded for reaching those goals and be inspired to take on new challenges and create new stories. You'll see a variety of challenges throughout the year. Some might be short, like navigating 5 pivotal matches at the end of a season, or take several seasons to complete, like recreating a historic triple promotion.
Oh,
Sometimes
recreating triple promotion. So there's gonna be like legit long-term targets like that. That's kind of cool, you know. And on top of it, the short ones where you just have to jump into 5 games, I like that too, because for me, like that gives me the idea of, okay, go to ultimate difficulty, make the sliders for the AI as strong as possible, and give yourself the challenge of going ahead and winning those 5 games and make that like the ultimate challenge. That's good.
you'll be asked to select a specific club or league to recreate an authentic accomplishment, or be given total freedom to choose your favourite club, ensuring there's something for every type of player.
Ooh, hold on. Okay, something changed here in terms of UI, but it's the same stuff. It's fan-based devotion. I don't know if that really, like that never really mattered. So that's kind of interesting. I wonder what the fan bases will have in terms of like an effect on your career mode. I mean, I would love that. I believe back in the day we had like fan favorites at the club and stuff like that. I wish that would come back.
You'll be able to have numerous challenges active at the same time, in addition to your other career saves. And if you've fallen in love with your team after you've reached your goals, you can simply continue playing that career.
Okay.
When you complete a challenge...
Oh, actually, this retro kit does have the sponsor on it. So maybe some of them do.
You'll progress along the season pass ladder, earning rewards across all game modes, including...
I really hope that these kits that you win, they're specific to doing challenges with the teams that have these retro kits. So if I want to win this retro kit, there has to be a challenge surrounding Napoli. That'd be kind of cool. I know I'm asking for a bit much there, but that could be fun.
Including a variety of vanity items like retro kits, and something we know you've been asking for, new kits for your Creator Club careers. You'll also earn rewards.
Oh, we're getting new designs. Finally, that's kind of dope. I like that because I'm kind of tired of the Creator Club kits, man. I always just seem to use the same ones.
For an all-new mode, manage a career with icons and heroes, which gives you the opportunity to mix eras and manage some of the all-time greats.
That's something where I've seen a mixed reaction. So far, it seems like a lot of people want to stick to how career mode has been throughout this whole time. But then at the same time, there's so many people that hate to play Ultimate Team that never get to play with these icons. And the fact that they're now in regular career mode instead of just player career, I like that. For some people, you can choose to play it or not.
As you set up your career, you'll be able to fill your squad with any icon.
Okay, team management looks legit the exact same. Okay.
Or hero that you've earned so far. And with the Ultimate Edition, you'll receive 3 more icons at launch to kickstart your careers. Manager Market is another big innovation this year and something you've been keen to see introduced.
Okay, so club, manager Pep Guardiola, tiki-taka, job security safe, hiring likelihood certain. Okay, Liverpool Arne Slot safe, Enzo Maresca okay, likely. So it seems like Chelsea would be open to hiring someone new. Okay, that way you'll be able to tell. That's kind of cool.
You'll now be able to view every league to see which positions are open, how likely you are to be considered for that job, or even which managers are at risk. So,
hey, you know what? I kind of like that. That helps build like really dope storylines in your head. That's cool. I really like that. Okay.
You can target their club as a future opportunity. From here, you'll watch the manager carousel unfold, with managers getting the sack for poor form or failing club objectives. We're also introducing caretaker managers who oversee the role for a limited time after a departure, and with the right results, they'll even be able to earn the job on a full-time basis.
Oh, now, okay, I don't know if we had that information before, but that's kind of cool, you know? Like, that could create a whole different vibe for the career mode itself. Like, for me, I know that with mods, I can give myself job offers from certain teams. I know, but if I sign for them, then the caretaker manager is gone. I was thinking like maybe I can become one of the caretaker managers and then turn that manager into a beast, you know? That would be kind of fun. But anyways.
Clubs will appoint managers using the same principles that we see in football, approaching candidates with similar pedigrees and tactical styles. Manager movement won't be rare. In fact, it'll be about as common as it is in the real world. And while Manager Market will be your go-to place for all manager news and info, you'll also hear commentary as you enter matches that alert you to managers in trouble, making their debut, and more.
Heat on the manager now.
As we mentioned in
Heat on the manager now. I think we're going to hear that a lot for a lot of people. Even if you're like winning the Premier League and you're like in the finale for the Champions League. Yeah, the heat's on.
our gameplay deep dive, Korea now has its own dedicated gameplay experience called Authentic Gameplay, tailored specifically to deliver the immersive, true-to-football experience our Korea players want. In addition to refining the gameplay fundamentals, from goalkeeping and tackling,
The thing is, like, they keep saying this whole thing about like authentic gameplay. What is authentic gameplay? I need to know what you're kind of referring to compared to the Ultimate Team gameplay. Is it just going to be slower? Or is there going to be more than just making the gameplay slower to make it feel more realistic? Like, you can say so many things. I need to know the details.
passing, pace and physicality, we've recalibrated a number of specific details to make authentic gameplay responsive, realistic and enjoyable. Rebounds, blocks and bounces will all be governed by physics to create more authentic and sometimes unpredictable moments.
That's kind of
Your
cool.
AO
Yeah.
teammates will keep
Deflections, they happen like very rarely in the game, which I'm kind of missing. Like, they should happen more often. It can be frustrating if it happens against you, but it's so much fun when it goes for you.
tighter defensive lines and be more compact in the midfield. Tackles, headers and corners will feel true
See,
to real-world tackles.
That's the thing. This part,
AO teammates will keep tighter defensive lines and be more compact.
like when I look at this, right? When I see this defensive setup, like if this is how the AI plays against me, I'm going to be upset, man. Like, what options does this guy have now? He's going to run in here and hope that this guy makes a run upwards down the wing. And then this guy is going to be by himself in between like 4 or 5 people. So I don't want the authentic gameplay to just be for one side of the game. There has to be more to it. So if this is happening on the defensive side, there has to be a balancing for the offensive side as well, where these players, these two in the middle, once they don't have control over the ball anymore, actually run into the box as well to help the striker. Because in real life football, you're not just going to have one winger sprint down the right wing and just one man in the middle up against 5 defenders and then expect that winger to actually cross the ball to find the striker. That's just not going to happen.
In the midfield, tackles, headers and corners will feel true to real-world success rates.
Oh, mate, headers. That is like the most frustrating thing that I've been missing on FC25 ever since that one patch. I don't know what the hell they've done, but headers in career mode are completely broken. So missing out on one of the best abilities of tall, strong, physical strikers has been so annoying. So I really hope they finally fix this.
Every detail has been geared towards that feeling of immersion, making sure that authentic gameplay lives
Oh
up
my
to
god, did you guys just see what happened there? Please pay attention to this defender.
making sure
He just goes back. Oh, why would you put that into the trailer? How's that authentic? Please pay attention again to the defender.
immersion, making sure that authentic
Oh no. Why are we doing this? Oh, that's not good. If my player does that and my controller goes against the wall.
gameplay lives up to its name and your feedback for how Korea should play. And for those who prefer the feel of competitive gameplay, you'll still be able to toggle your career experience between the 2 different gameplay presets.
Okay.
Unexpected events also new this year, and like manager
Dodgy food. After a team meal, several players have reported feeling unwell. Oh my.
Market, they're built to deliver more of the variety, excitement.
Travel slip up. An issue with transport to the stadium has caused a significant delay for your team, leading to some players not being prepared for the match. Who are these soft players? Come on, man, it's just a delay.
And unpredictability we see in real-world football.
Hotel mayhem. During your team's stay at a hotel, a late-night fireworks celebration has disrupted the team's sleep. Okay, that's more like it. Some of your players look visibly tired, and you'll need to check your team sheet and decide if they have enough energy for the upcoming match. Okay, that happens in real life sometimes, yeah.
Each unexpected event will test you in different ways as a manager. Some events affect you financially. A budget malfunction could freeze your funds.
Wait. What was that? Financially? Fans to the what? Fans to the rescue. An impressive display of loyalty. Fans are stepping up financial support for the club for the upcoming season. Season tickets are strong, and this guarantees your transfer budget. Okay, is unwavering support them. Okay, that's kind of cool.
A budget malfunction.
Budget malfunction. Banking issue has blocked access. What? Temporarily reducing it from 3.6 to 1.866. Club is working tirelessly with their bank to resolve these issues. Okay, I mean, surely that means like at the beginning of the transfer window, you cannot access the money, but by the transfer deadline day, it's going to be there anyways. And this thing here is kind of pointless unless it actually carries over all throughout the transfer window, which could turn it into one of the most frustrating things ever.
Could freeze your funds for a limited amount of time, or a new behind-the-scenes documentary at your club could leave you with fresh cash
You can approve or say no. That's kind of cool. I like that for the documentary.
to spend. Other events affect your dressing room. A wage leak could cause unrest, or you could...
Oh, wages leaked. That makes sense. Sometimes players are like, ooh, this guy is earning this much. I'm much better than him. Why am I not earning more? That makes sense.
find yourself in a contract showdown with a star player. Each unexpected event is an opportunity to step up and make the right choices to navigate whatever comes your way.
Okay, so when that happens, okay, let's say, how can I say this? Like, let's say McAllister finds out Gravenberch earns a lot more than himself. I want him to come into that contract negotiation where he desperately wants to have more money than Gravenberch, okay? That is what I want to happen. I don't want to go into the transfer negotiation, into the contract negotiation, and then Gravenberch, who earns like 300k a week, McAllister comes in and says, I want 250k, or I will accept 250k. You know, to actually make that have an impact, that's how it needs to be.
It's important to note, however, that unexpected events are optional.
Oh, okay. So you can do low, which is not optional. It means they will happen. So EA, that's a bit weird wording there, because if you can turn it off, then it's optional. Oh, actually, literally right above it, it says on. All right, Johnny, read first.
Start a career, you'll be able to choose how frequently they happen or turn them off entirely.
Yeah, okay. How about you just listen, huh? Huh?
We've overhauled stat tracking this year based on your feedback. You'll now be able to see in-depth data for up to 5 leagues of your choice, from top goal scorers and assist makers to match ratings, clean sheets and more. And you can assign scouts as you look through the data, so you don't miss out on players you discover through the analytics.
You know what? That would be so dope if you, like, at least by the time you add a player to your scouting list, at that point, the game gives that player dynamic potential. You know? That would be kind of cool. But yeah, let's see.
Now, data from the previous year will also be available, allowing you to identify trends and track progress. We want a realistic career. That's what we hear from you most, and we're confident that realism will be the heart of career in FC 26. Thanks to the new manager market, unexpected events, deeper stats, dedicated authentic gameplay, and even new challenges to mirror true football storylines and repeat the feats of real-world managers. Look out for more career details in the pitch notes and on our social channels, including a look at the new additions to player career like archetypes and all new storylines. Pre-order the FC 26 Ultimate Edition.
Okay, so from this video alone, I'm actually quite impressed in terms of what is coming into the game. Now, do I think it's going to be life-changing? Not really, because I'm always cautious when new things are added into the game. A lot of times what happens is new issues pop up, and it needs to be tested properly for EA to actually fix all the things and then go ahead and us having like the finished product. So once the game comes out, I am fully expecting that a lot of us will like experience some glitches, some issues within the game. Some things that are repeating itself over and over again because it's been coded a certain way in terms of like the manager market, for example. So hopefully they actually have done their work here and put the time in to make sure that we're not going ahead and experiencing the same thing over and over again in every single career mode we go into, like certain transfers happening all the time. David Alaba to Juventus. If people remember, that transfer used to happen in every single career mode I played back in the day. So hopefully That type of stuff will be addressed before the game even comes out. But I'm assuming the beta is going to be coming soon. So hopefully people can give feedback and make sure that this stuff is not included in the full game. Now I'm going through the deep dive that EA has provided. All this stuff up here about like icons and stuff, I don't care about. But when it comes to the manager market here, lads, there's something quite interesting that I'm seeing. The following factors determine your job compatibility. Your performances against the club's objectives, exceeding expectations at your current club will give a significant boost. That's normal. Quality of the club you're playing at compared to the club you're targeting. It'll be highly unlikely that you will get the jump from a lower division team to the best clubs in the world. Makes sense. However, should you manage to win a trophy with a lower rated team, opportunities at bigger clubs will begin to surface. That's good. Now, this is the part that I'm most excited about. Compatibility between the club's tactical vision and your most used tactical vision. The assessment will be similar to the one done to AI-controlled managers. So let's say you want to become Manchester City's manager and you want to build yourself up as a tiki-taka based manager. That will help you get the job much easier. And I really like that. That's kind of dope because that gives you certain storylines to follow there. You can shortlist jobs to monitor their status and receive notifications when those positions become available. I like that. I don't want to have to check it myself all this time. If I have interest for certain jobs, that's good. Give me notifications. It will also have gameplay implications. When AI controllers managers take on a new job, they will try to instill their tactical vision on the club. This will change how opposition teams will play, making encounters against these teams more diverse. I like that. Imagine all of a sudden you come up against, like, let's say Liverpool, and they play like just a deep defense and just 10 men behind the ball, and you're like, what the hell? This is not the Liverpool I know. See, here's the thing with the deeper simulation and the data-driven scouting. It doesn't say in any place that this will lead to dynamic potential being enabled within those leagues. So it's just that you can go ahead and look at the players from different leagues as well. It can create certain storylines for you where if you want to build a team that only buys the best performing players from different divisions, that's kind of cool. But if you want to find like hidden gems that all of a sudden have been performing much better and are now past their actual potential levels that they are giving at the beginning of the game, that's not going to happen, it seems, at least for now. And I'm really hoping that's something that EA can go after in the future, because I so miss going ahead into career mode, playing, and like 3-4 seasons in, all of a sudden there's some 86 rated striker I've never heard of. That is something I am really hoping they can put into the game again. This is, again, I don't think this is right, EA. You should not be saying this. This is historical data, is not just cosmetic. It directly impacts how you evaluate players, track development, and plan transfers. No, it kind of doesn't, unless they have dynamic potential. Because if, let's say, I don't know, Haaland has 0 goals a season, he still will reach his potential. So there is no impact of me tracking the stats. A couple of seasons into the game, I'll know that he is higher rated. Or let's say there is a 66 rated young talent that never gets playtime. He will still end up at his 86 rating at some point. If I just wait long enough, I'll be able to buy him and like be like, okay, now he's 86 rated. I'll play him instead and see how he plays. It's not actually, it is cosmetic. Let's be honest. If it isn't dynamic potential implemented into those leagues, it is cosmetic. This, however, I do like. So when you're trying to scout a player, you can go ahead and take a look at their stats straight away. You know, if you have access to those stats, that's kind of, I like that. You can go based on competitions, like with Marmoush here. He's looking into like preseason numbers, I guess. But anyways, I kind of like this because this allows me to like get a feeling of, is the player in form or not? I mean, if that is something that EA actually implements, them being in form, if you buy them, they're actually in form, you know, that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, that's good stuff. The player stats screen now includes dedicated tab for average ratings. Oh yeah, he has 8.6 right there. And it's also possible to filter stats by competition. Okay, so if you have average ratings, that means you have data to implement dynamic potential. You know, that's the only thing I'm trying to say here. Okay, dynamic transfer market. With more leagues simulated, the transfer market becomes more active and unpredictable. I like that. Okay, that's an actual impact onto the game that I will feel. The foundation laid by this feature also opens the door for future enhancements, such as expanded data analytics, more dynamic league interactions, and additional customization options. And please, dynamic potential, lads. Like, if you have all the data, just do it. Just freaking do it. This is something they didn't mention. Decision points. Choices that define you. In contrast, decision points place narrative control in your hands. These moments present a clear problem and require a decisive resolution. Your choice isn't about whether to act, but how you choose to act and what values you bring to that decision. For instance, one specific choice can result in a morale boost but weaken authority. Another might solve a short-term issue but create long-term consequences. Okay, so when you say stuff like that, EA, one specific choice can result in a morale boost. Okay, I understand that. But what is weaken authority? Like, if I have low authority on my team, how does that impact the gameplay? How does that impact me simulating through the calendar? That you can't just say this type of stuff and then it has no impact. It's just imaginary, you know? I need something tangible there. Another might solve a short-term issue but create long-term consequences. Okay. With decision points, you are driving the narrative of your career. They don't just ask what you'll do. Oh my God, they define who you'll be. Homesick player. Also, I'm feeling homesick and struggling to adjust life in Manchester City. This has been the first time I've been away from home for so long. Is there anything you think can be done to help me cope? Okay. What do I just lift your country up and take it to Man City? How am I supposed to help you? Like, send you over there a couple of times a year? I don't know. There are several categories of unexpected events. I mean, for me, that just sounds like I have to sell the player. There are several categories of unexpected events that you may encounter during your career mode playthrough. Player-related events, yeah. Club and board events, yep, sure. Fans and media, of course. How the fans and the media see your team isn't always under your control, but how you deal with them is. You might see fans flocking to buy tickets or even a hotel problem. Okay, but like, how does the mood of the fans impact my career mode? That's what I want to know. You know, I want to feel the pain if I'm making them unhappy. Another thing I actually really like is that 20 plus leagues will have live starting points now. That's very good. Initially, we only had like 5, so going up to 20, that's very good, EA. Ooh, this is actually kind of big, you know. Contract renewal updates. Players will no longer be willing to renew their contracts at any time during their tenure at the club. They will instead reach out to you when they're open to begin talks on a new deal. I don't like that. That means every time anyone wants to do a rebuild style career mode where they're going through like half a season at a time, you are going to miss out on the moments where these players are going to be asking for new contracts. I don't like this, EA. I really don't like this. This just means I'll have to micromanage something that is so tedious. Oh my God, this could genuinely ruin everything. I hate this. I absolutely freaking hate this. Please just let it be transfer windows. Let us negotiate in transfer windows only. Like, when the transfer window comes around, either a player wants to negotiate a new contract or they don't. Please don't do this. That, like, for Griezmann, I have to do a new contract in September, but for Koke, I have to do a new contract in October. That is so annoying. Micromanaging unnecessary stuff is really boring. Like, people that play career mode these days, tons of us play in the rebuild style where we just go through it like it's Football Manager and play certain games at times. We don't play every single game. We are more after the long-term story rather than, you know, the short-term stuff. Every single game being played. So I really, really hope this is not a thing that you do. Please, please. Customizable shortcuts. To navigate all these new features and improvements, we made a new switcher menu that lets you quickly zip to exactly where you need to go. We know how much time is spent just going between different hubs and screens. I like that. I really like that. Okay, that will help save some time, okay? But still, don't do the contract thing, man. Don't do it. New squad hub option. Dismiss contract renewal talks. To reduce frustration with persistent renew contract tasks, We've added a new option in the squad hub, dismiss contract renewal. Now you can remove contract renewal talks for players you don't intend to keep, helping you maintain a cleaner and more manageable task list in career mode. Okay, can be fun. All right, seems like I've gone through everything. There are a lot of things that I do like, as you've been able to tell by the video so far, but there are also a couple of things that are worrying me. So hopefully EA can address these things as we move forward in time and we can get a better game and we can all have a lot more fun. The thing that I want you guys to experience on console is that you have as much control as I do on PC, and also fluid gameplay and all the things, and that the menus are faster and all that stuff. So hopefully FC26 is going to be a big game for career mode. There are a lot of things that I do like that I'm really looking forward to creating content around, like the life challenges and all that good stuff. And I'm also very excited about the gameplay, because from what I'm hearing so far is that the FC26 gameplay is a lot more fun than FC25. And for me, gameplay plays a huge portion, even in career mode, when it comes to the amount of fun that I have on the game. So with all being said, a couple of small issues that I really think could become big, like the contract situations to deal with. Micromanagement is never really fun, so hopefully EA will address that. The dynamic potential stuff that should be implemented into the leagues that I'm keeping track of as well. All those things, if EA can in the future implement those, that would be huge. But nonetheless, I'm seeing a lot of good stuff and I'm very excited for FC26 career mode. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. Take care and peace.